then I it's so much grief. I just instinctively knew to go to yoga and started doing it online. And it was a great way because I would be in my pajamas, teeth not brushed, when we're grieving, just a mess. Sometimes just crying on the mat, not doing anything, but, having that time. And then I ended up to like taking 5 classes a day. I mean, I was just like, really, this is holding me together. And then because it was the internet, if anything went wrong, like I couldn't get on or connection broke out, I was really upset. So I said, let me take yoga teacher training because I need to do this on my own. And then you realize, I was like, okay, this is why this is working so well for me because you learn all those things, the breath. This is you're breathing, you don't realize you're not even breathing properly. You're holding so much in, and the meditation, and the setting the intentions and so when you put it all together, it is like it helped me build a toolkit to help me with grief. And then I can move on and have a regular life again. And so that's when I said I can help other people with that. Because you can get stuck in grief, but you can get stuck with stress or menopause. I wanted that to go. Or you can get stuck with, you lose a job, a shock, transitions. Yoga helps with everything. We talked about this before, like when you first came to yoga, you know, while we're first drawn to yoga, it can help for so many reasons. And I think we're lucky that we need to come to yoga or found yoga. And that's where we can help other people, find it and say there's something in it for you. There's going to be something that can work for you. I truly believe that.
Absolutely. And that is a wonderful thing because yoga can help in so many different ways with so many different things. And a lot of people don't realize that either. Like, they don't look into it that deeply.
I'm working on it this year to help me with forgiveness because I'm kind of stuck on forgiveness. Um, and that's one thing you learn in yoga, forgiveness and self-forgiveness. Part of that is wrapped up in self-forgiveness for me because you kind of create a situation and then people react, and it's like you look at it, what's my part? Okay, forgive me, and the self-forgiveness as well. So I have to come back to yoga all the time for that. So I try to do that with my journaling and my affirmations and then the breath work when I'm in the moment. Because I mean, I don't know, I was raised Christian, we're supposed to forgive. It's easy to say that. It's so hard to do.
It
It's
is.
so hard to do. It's so hard to do. So I'm using yoga. I've used yoga to help me set boundaries. Like notice my rate of the year. I think I started in 2021. Yeah, it's been my rate of the year. And I just add on. And I realized with this show, I've got some forgiveness that I've got to grant. It's one thing to say it, but to actually live it and feel it. And that is some self forgiveness wrapped up. So I'm working on that. And I realized, hey, you got the yoga to help you get through that. You don't have to try to figure it out. And I recommend that you can go to therapy or whatever tools. I pray, I don't want them to think that you can I suggest that you switch out yoga or yoga is a one size fits all. But I think it definitely offers so many components that can come into your toolkit of however you're doing it to get by. And I made it, I say, like, that's the time I'll say the Lord's Prayer over and over. And, it was just forgive us our trespasses. We forgive those who trespass against us. Or you might say, forgive your debts. Say that little version. I always get that forgive. And I'm like, I haven't forgiven. I'm stuck in a forgiveness cycle myself. So I say it every day, like I pray, forgive me forgive other people. But I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So I'm hoping I can use later this year to edge closer to forgiveness because it's helped me with boundaries, saying no when I need to say no. I always volunteer for things. And saying no when I don't want to do something, saying no to somebody you love, and you always want to say yes. So that is, been hard. So that's something I still have to practice because I can find myself saying, yeah, no, wait a minute, no. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay if you say no. Work on that for forgiveness, girl. I gotta forgive. And it's gonna be easier. I just realized that I love talking with you because I always have epiphanies. It's like therapy talking with you. But it's like because what is it? In yoga, they're humans, they're spiritual beings having human experiences.
Mhm.
If I can lean into that, I can forgive this person, right? They're just having a human experience. somebody right now, so they're probably this probably someone right now I need to be asking for forgiveness for, and then not even realize it. You know how you can see that can be a lot of it. Stop thinking people purposely, and even if they do, they can make a mistake. Human experience. Even though I'm a mindful activist, and we teach yoga, this is still a works in progress. So
And
I
another
got
thing
to
to